Top Secrets, where ideas take off.
It's heartbreaking to see our passion projects fail. About 90% of new businesses fail badly before making a big difference in the market. Why does this keep taking place? It is essential that we figure out what steps in our journey eventually lead to our failure. Keep watching to learn how to avoid being another startup failure. Scott Belsky is an entrepreneur, author, and investor, as well as the Chief Product Officer and Executive Vice President for Creative Cloud, which is owned by Adobe. Scott helped revive Adobe's mobile products and services for Creative Cloud while overseeing Behance growing to over 30 million users. He earns approximately $7.5 million as Chief Product Officer, Creative Cloud and Executive Vice President at Adobe Inc. Making ideas into reality isn't anything new to Belsky, as he also penned the book Making Ideas Happen. In The Messy Middle, finding your way through the hardest and most crucial part of any bold venture, he explains how to maintain the momentum of a new idea. Even when in the midst of the most difficult problems, it is still possible to make progress. With these guidelines, you can make any project or endeavor successful by learning to weather the inevitable storms. Today we will discuss 3 key lessons from the book. Lesson 1. The chaotic center is where success or failure is decided. The messy middle is unavoidable no matter what kind of trip you are embarking on, whether it be an entrepreneurial one or a personal endeavor. Every time you start a new project, you must invest a lot of initial energy. We frequently only observe the beginning or the end of endeavors with fairy tale-like enchantment. What we don't acknowledge is all the anguish and suffering that took place between the beginning and the finish. A roller coaster of difficulties will arise in the middle of your endeavor. There will be numerous highs and lows in both the endeavor itself and your personal emotional attachment to it. You can make or ruin the rest of the voyage during this leg. The painstaking core of any endeavor is nothing new to the author, Scott Belsky. Years were spent struggling through a murky middle for his internet platform and business, Behance. At times, he felt like no one cared about his idea, that many people had concerns, and that the entire business would implode. Belsky learned to persevere when things got difficult in the middle of his journey from Behance's struggles. Lesson 2. Maintaining self-awareness during times of adversity and prosperity is essential to your survival after the journey's beginning. Throughout your journey, you will inevitably encounter several instances of achievement and failure, particularly in the middle phase. What is required to endure the messy middle? Belsky asserts that in order to succeed, we must maintain self-awareness during the lows and highs. We are oblivious to the fact that both the ups and downs impact us in ways that can impede our advancement. When we have a good time, our ego takes over. Our psychology makes us overconfident, which limits our capacity to make smart decisions. Good counsel falls on deaf ears when offered with someone who believes they are perfect and have no room for improvement. In contrast, when our business is struggling, we become uneasy and susceptible. This results in leaders blaming others for the company's issues, which can reduce the effectiveness of the team. Self-awareness is as basic as being receptive to criticism. According to the author's experience, leaders with the most potential are those who are less defensive and more responsive to feedback. Not only can exceptional company entrepreneurs accept correction and feedback well, but they actively seek it out. Lesson 3. Increase your focus on what is effective to accomplish the most. As you are mudding your way through the messy middle, you will experience times of prosperity. The key to hastening your progression toward the final goal is riding those waves and focusing on what created them in the first place. Whenever something works well, examine the why and how, and seek to replicate and spread the improvement across your entire team. One way to do this is through what's called A/B testing. If you have a clickable button on your site, for example, you may send half of the people who click to one sales page and half to another. Whichever page converts the most sales is the one that you continue to use. This process can be implemented across multiple aspects of your company as well. So remember, the chaotic center is where success or failure is decided. Maintaining self-awareness during times of adversity and prosperity is essential to your survival after the journey's beginning. And increase your focus on what is effective to accomplish the most. Thank you so much for watching our video. Click the like button now to support our channel and click subscribe if you want to get notified each time we post a new summary.